if you're a cattle owner and you have cattle and your cattle stray and they are coming into the domain of KMA, be rest assured that from the 1st of May, those cattle will be killed and be given to the Kumasi Central Prisons for feeding. Especially the areas from the airport leading up to Menchia. I cannot sit here and let visitors get to this beautiful airport. And when they're driving to Menchia, all that they encounter is feces from cattle. This is unacceptable.
I was for a comedian OB Amponsah, the hottest comedian in Ghana right now. Edin Sembi Ebafa, a Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, a Dodona friend Napo, Emma ene journalist via Kubisa Napo, Sensembi Afa Sansema, a course war last year mono, Manapo ede hon response aba, Nansembe ena OB Amponsah, Ekafa Napo Hua, Amanapo ede response aban. Sounds na Black Rasta, so I reacted a Kumasi Mayor, Nensama or Kekan Yano, Ma or Tutun Sembi Ediama, Kumasi Mayor. Na ebusiafo ansa na yebehye ensem na se no mesro se enene da edikan ohwen abomodian share video we ma foforo nsanka na fi subscribe channel ni ngro me kese na follow Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and X ye Facebook page no ebusiafo momodian follow na ehode followers ni isa yenhye ensem na se last year election time no na NPP for appointed Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as their flag bearer na eno na Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh as the running mate. Na we ena last year muho comedian OB Amponsah hosti the program ewo Bukum Boxing Arena ho no editu just say the whole episode no was named Don't Forget Napo. Na ena comedian OB Amponsah echiremu Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia abre no ho enye ndombe 10 no. The Napo echini se ye de mic be shenisem onya mic na ene obeskata be ni pa 7 atu ogumo mofi Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ne bra wa abre wenya sankofo ni nyina no omo eja na chidi na ebusiafo esiwedi enso ka hye oto aso ekọ nanim echiremu a Napo etiminya platform na ono waso NPP candidate nsa no abo John Mahama ni Lumoti ni John Mahama comedian OB Amponsah said the ode nensam no etuja.
Look, Bawumia can win 10 votes. Napo will say something, 7 will clear. You guys saw it. Don't put it on me. You guys saw what Napo was doing. Look, me, I didn't know much about Napo. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I did not know much about Napo until like they put him in that vice presidential, because I knew him to be the minister for energy. I also knew him to be minister for education. I mean, he sacked Teacher Kojo, but that's not the point. What? You guys know what he did to Teacher Kojo, right? Yeah. So I knew him for that. And now he was a vice presidential candidate for MPP. Candidate. For MPP. And because people knew Napo's behavior, they told Otunfo to talk to Napo. Remember, I've never seen a candidate that they will elect you or appoint you, but the chief will have to call you and advise you. Otunfo called Napo and said, Mate wonka. And Gofo keka se umwa de. Ba mia na matete wo ko na ko hye manimonyam. Ma ba umia ninje se we you. Napo tells him, yo mate. You know that advice when somebody gives you, you have planned something in your head already. So like, yo, okay, you kasa so you too for it. You pay you know. Next day rally. Napo come and Kwame Nkrumah no. Napo went to insult Kwame Nkrumah. Our Kwame Nkrumah. Hey, white people in the house, do you know Kwame Nkrumah? Even white people know Kwame Nkrumah. Napo went to attack Kwame Nkrumah. Ghanaians were like, our Nkrumah. Ghanaians were angry. But Napo didn't give up. Napo was like, oh, you haven't seen nothing yet? Napo went to attack Atamils. He was referencing past presidents. And he was like, oh, J.J. Rollins. And Bakuna were with your friends. Huh? Napo Atamils. I can't believe it. But you've mentioned J.J. Rollins. He's also dead. But we'll show J.J. So he just went for Atamils. It did not end there. Napo finally decided to attack God. You remember? Because Mama was campaigning with 24-hour economy. Napo was like, oh, I was just imagining the confusion in heaven. Like God said, hey, Gabriel, what's the boy in the camp? What was the matter? Tell me the truth. Adam can't be an angel, Gabriel. Hey, Michael, hey, that I'm dying. Me, tongue go. Hey! Yo, you thought Napo will finish? No. Napo said, I'm about to kill it. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. Napo went for a campaign, held the politician's hand, MPP parliamentary candidate, held his hand, raised his hand, Mama nye. I said, John Mama nye. Lomoto nye. Even the MP was like, Mende. I said, hey, you're frozen. Me, I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with him mentioning your mama. They mention my mama always. But the MPP candidate, his name was not Lomote. His name was Lamte. I'm sure anytime Napo talks, Baumia is there like la. Lafia la bismillah. I don't know query. La. Hey, Napo did it. No, but for me, I feel like Napo helped us, release stress. And shout out to Napo. Let's give it up for him.
Abusafo nti oto aso ekore nim kire mu sai Napo enya mic ne platform bia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ewo ho no hu ape asema ebe de trimane la ila Jese Napo eba be skata niema enti Baumia hu ya la ila ene sama comedian OB Amponsah edutu bia efa Dr. Opoku Prempeh hu na otumi esanso eto aso kire mu se Napo eboa in fact ema he release stress and dey enokre because owo sisi fia no hwe Napo asa na ode tu forma na so otumi sanya stage kwatana your mama ni Lomote ni what sounds funny more than this say we ye campaign Nefi, endorse wo opponent mum. I was for into way and some comedian OB Amponsah edit to via efa Dr. Opoku Prempeh do not friend Napo ehun. Na we na NPP for intro kesi omudi ye 2024 general election almost set committee Dr. Michael Kwe committee ene da omo presente omo we the command neck for no na ho na journalist bi ekoko bisa Dr. Opoku Prempeh about OB Amponsah ninsema okanfa ne ho no na Napo echirema obema ne lawyers atro akoma comedian OB Amponsah and I'm say we used to needing e make iska nti ono so emfa ne share emfamre no but in some way beto dwa no amanfo binom chirema enye asema ke say Napo e kan ba dodo na so hu ne say to me in particular how Napo kra e kan asem no say no osre ma abusafo mo me hwe Napo ne reaction towards what OB Amponsah said.
Have you decided what next to do in your political career? There are rumors you could be running.
My interest now immediate is to get a united party for a flag bearer in 2024.
But are you thinking about 2028?
Me personally?
Yes.
No, I'm not running 2028.
But would you like to run as vice presidential candidate?
I think my
Ewo Emrana Professor Michael Kwe eko presente the committee almost say yes NPP in chokesi omudi wo 2024 general election mono a journalist bi eko bisa Napo and sema comedian OB Amponsah kan edefa ne ho don't forget Napo ewo ne episode ne program akoye no wo Bukom Boxing Arena no eho Yankuyanim, Black Rasta, and so Edin Simbi Ababetuja Afa, a year Kumasi Mayor, Nensama or the by say, a more moton idea, street in 1 more time, a monfen free ho, and yes, I did your mobile street, and then Oberman the boys, Abu woman, any idea, and the fee say, Bia, wow, when MP, even who send an ambassador, he bet you no kuno, Edia Kuma, Central Prisons for no.
If you're a cattle owner, and you have cattle, and your cattle stray, and they are coming into the domain of KMA, be rest assured that from the 1st of May, those cattle will be killed and be given to the Kumasi Central Prisons for feeding. Especially the areas from the airport leading up to Menchia. I cannot sit here and let visitors get to this beautiful airport. And when they're driving to Menchia, all that they encounter is feces from cattle. This is unacceptable.
We and a Black Rasta, and so I react at the same way about Betuja, Afa Kumasi Mayor, Ninsama Okayano.
I like the radical nature of this guy. The only problem is that he has no common sense. That's all. I like his radical nature. His problem is that he has no common sense. So people like this, instead of insulting them, looking for their head, no, you don't do that. How did he come by these decisions? Does he have a certain board that he can sit with and jaw and look at some of these radical declarations? Or he is a one-man board, and whatever he dreams about in the night, he gets up without rallying around anybody. He implements that, like in the days of Nebuchadnezzar. I am a Kumasi boy. I know Kumasi very well, from Pankrono all the way to Asokwa. My brother, my sister, I know Kumasi like I know my palm. And I know what this man is talking about. People are behaving like stray animals at Kejetia. Look how they have developed the place, yet people are still inundating the place in so much chaos and illegality. The man is frustrated. There used to be a Kumasi mayor we all were afraid of when we were in school. Akwesi Agyeman. Nana Akwesi Agyeman. In fact, Zuba is also called Agyeman. Is he the new Akwesi Agyeman? We all feared Akwesi Agyeman. And anytime Akwesi Agyeman, the mayor of Kumasi, was said to be coming around, traders all of a sudden developed common sense and behave like human beings. But of course, those were in the days of the draconian laws. Today, my brother, my sister, you can't go out there whipping traders. This is not Guantanamo Bay. You can't do that. Much as I would have loved that it should happen, because as I said, there are some human beings who are only human beings in appearance. Their brains are the brains of pigs. These are the people who should be whipped night and day. But for the sake of democracy, anything that looks like a human being must also be protected under the umbrella of democracy. That is why I am saying that I love the radical nature of this guy. His problem is that he has no common sense. Why do you shoot and kill and slaughter stray animals? Is it their fault that they are on the street? Even if human beings that have brains and can think properly are on the streets like stray animals, my brother, my sister, why don't you slaughter them the same way we are going to slaughter the cows? They are committing the same offense. Why should you beat some and kill some? It doesn't make sense. Human beings who are supposed to have common sense are running around Kejetia, and these stray animals in the form of human beings, my brother, my sister, they say when you catch them, whip them and let them go. Yet the animals, they should kill them, shoot them, slaughter them, and feed them to Kumasi Central Prison prisoners. Why don't you slaughter the human beings too and feed them to the vultures of the air? That is where common sense comes in. My brother, my sister, much as it is frustrating, I'm going to give free counsel to the mayor. He's my friend. I love him. I'm going to shake hands with him. I will suggest that anytime you have some of these radical things to do, please sit down with a few people that you trust to have common sense. When you surround yourself with people with common sense, even if you don't have one, you are seen to be sensible. You can't kill and shoot animals around. That is against the rights of the animals. Or you don't know animals do have rights? In our country, animals have no rights. Anybody can pick up a stick and whip any animal at all. They don't care. They carry them in trucks. My brother, my sister, packed upon each other. My brother, they suffer so much trauma before they arrive at the slaughter points. They are slaughtered in most of the gory situations that we can't even mention and served onto your table for you to eat. You know what you are eating? Poison. All these animals go through a lot of trauma. In Ghana, before they are slaughtered, they release a certain enzyme called bile, B-I-L-E. And that is the animal's revenge for the trauma you have made it go through before killing it. That's why Islam says feed it with a little bit of water, and then with a sharp knife, which you don't even wag in front of it, you slaughter it, aim for the jugular vein. These are all to protect you from the poisoning of the animal called the bile. Kumasi Mayor says, catch them, kill the animals, slaughter them, and let's feed them to the prisoners in Kumasi. There is going to be lawlessness. Anybody from Amakum, anybody from Akwetia Line, anybody from the Zongus can get up and catch anybody's cow, all in the name of this new directive. Or are you going to give them uniforms? Are you going to give them badges? Are they going to be walking around with guns and knives to slaughter? Jesus have mercy. What kind of draconian, colloquial interpretation of justice is this? Interesting. My brother, my sister, this notwithstanding, can I ask the question again? If human beings are straying on the streets of Kejetia and they are only supposed to be whipped, why not whip the animals too, but you kill them, slaughter them and feed them to prisoners? Please slaughter the human beings too and feed them to the Kumasi Central Prison.
Abusiafo nti we ne nsama eye Black Rasta ebe kan edify Kumasi Mayor dodo na friend Zuba eho ochirima up the radical style of Zuba, but Zuba lacks common sense. These are not my words, Black Rasta and Eka. Because, and I'm so wakaka say you who say a man for them piano na my bit me at your money or Kumamo de Akoma Kumasi Central Prison for no Black Rasta ABC say inti se mo shizongu ene hwan for as amakum as kwafo who say na ntwe na hwa yenku no all because of sad directives as Zuba ediaman but dodo na so chira Zuba ne nsama woka no enye sa na se kire ne tie ibinom so sisa ene o pa kire ma yehu adwen kire e wo comment section na se so ne Black Rasta eya adwen ana se woni Napo nso eya adwen fa comedian OB Amponsah don't forget Napo episode or running or Bukum Boxing Arena no ho a ma yehu adwen kire aso Napo ebejiska efi OB Amponsah ana se no woka edidi agro ma yehu adwen kire aha Fresh Studios bomodin aso be subscribe no follow your Facebook, TikTok, Instagram and X. Send them a kind of Facebook followers nisa momodin na mo follow your Facebook na ensem no ye share ni na ewo